First stage of Legendary Capitol Hill is outrageously deadly. Grenades are thrown at you over a great distance with marksman's accuracy, pushing you out of cover, insta-killing you like a sniper. Be it solo or co-op, may sound extremely daunting, but can it be easier for us to complete the mission and grab the loot? But of course, and I have 3 recommendations for you. You can use a sniper build, simply throw a decoy, rush up the hill, cover your back with a defender drone, add a little evasive maneuver, take over the tower and shoot everyone from there.
Monster kill!
It's about mobility and strategy. Okay. If you want to tilt the scales to mobility, you can use the offensive tank build. Plenty of mobility. It is the best build for getting some adrenaline gushing in your blood. Okay, how about mobility and strategy, with heart-pumping gunplay? And pair it with our favorite exotic shotgun, Scorpio. It's godlike, it's extremely effective, and it reloads quickly. It hits like a sledgehammer, that's coated with deadly venom, which delivers massive shock after multiple hits. And if you're looking for Scorpio, Season 7 reward track will get you one. So if you are ready, let's get started, because there will be so much carnage.
Oh shit!
Charging up Capitol Hill is like a moth being drawn to a flame. It is so bad that some may even think it is suicidal. But if you deploy a decoy, you will be able to get past the enemies.
Go, go, go!
The question is, why do we run up this hill instead of staying in cover? And there are many good reasons. The entrance to the Capitol Hill is such a big open field, it's a playground for enemy snipers and grenadiers. And if this is the hill to die on, and you choose to play in that sandbox, with close range weapon and gear, you'll be destroyed. By running up here, the entire gameplay changes, from open field to close quarters, allowing your weapon and gear set to perform at its maximum potential. Leave a comment, easy, if you're eager to try this. The disclaimer is, you cannot be hiding behind cover with this build. You will need to have good movement to make the best use of your surroundings, to stay out of your enemy's line of sight, and to reduce the possibility of being focused fire upon. You'll need to be quick on your feet to catch the enemy off guard while they are in motion. To do that, you'll need to drop the shield and sprint from one enemy to another. Also, pick the right engagement to trigger off Apex Predator. And keep your shield from being completely destroyed. And remember to prioritize taking out the grenadiers, the snipers and the drone controllers. You may be thinking, this build is effective due to my playstyle. The truth is, I've changed my playstyle to play this build. So watch till the end and I will share with you how I make use of cover to reduce incoming damage, how to pick the right engagement, and how to get close to the enemies to blast their face off with your shotgun. With that, the first stage is cleared in 1 minute and 24 seconds. Coming up next, let's look at the build. What we have here is a Hunter's Fury set with Memento backpack and a Ceska chest with Intimidate talent. The Hunter's muzzle is the first piece of the Hunter's Fury set and the core attribute is recalibrated to armor. With secondary attribute and gear mod focusing on critical hit damage, the Hunter's Claw is recalibrated to armor and it comes with 6% critical hit chance. It is also the second piece of the Hunter's Fury gear set, so we get 15% shotgun and 15% SMG damage, which enables you to kill the enemies in the most expeditious manner. The Hunter's Quiver is the third piece of the Hunter's Fury set. The core attribute is weapon damage, with secondary attribute focusing on critical hit chance. The 3-piece bonus provides 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill. These perks will enable you to push on without hesitation, especially in close quarters combat. The Hunter's Stride is the final piece of the Hunter's Fury set. The attributes are weapon damage and critical hit damage. The full set also grants us the Apex Predator talent, which debuffs the enemies within 15 meters, amplifying your weapon damage by 20%. And upon killing a debuffed enemy, enemies within 5 meters are disoriented, further amplifying your weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. In terms of customization, you have the option to recalibrate the weapon damage from the holster and Kneepads for more armor core. Having more armor may provide you with better survivability, allowing you to handle unexpected situations easily. And you can customize the build to suit your playstyle, your risk appetite, and your level of engagement. For the body armor, we are using the Ceska chest with the talent Intimidate. When you have bonus armor, Intimidate provides 35% weapon damage against enemies within 10 meters. Due to these prerequisites to proc Intimidate, we must catapult ourselves to the enemies in breakneck speed. And how we do that with a tiny shield while still keeping our bonus armor, it's a topic we will talk more about later. In terms of options, I prefer the Ceska brand set because it provides 10% critical hit chance. That gets me close to my crit chance max cap. The Badger Tough brand set providing 10% shotgun damage is good too. If you are using the SMG, a Sokolov brand set with Intimidate will be an excellent choice. We are using the exotic backpack Memento, which provides 3 core attributes for weapon damage, skill tier, and armor. Enemies you kill drop a trophy, and when it is collected, you receive an additional boost to weapon damage, skill efficiency, and armor regeneration. The short-term buff lasts for 10 seconds and it scales with the number of core attributes equipped. So if you have 4 armor cores, you will receive 10% bonus armor for each core. The long-term buff is a separate buff, and it stacks up to 30 stacks for 5 minutes. With this build, you will collect the trophy instantly with each kill. Memento provides many perks and it is the best in slot for many builds. However, it may not be a reliable source of bonus armor when you are in a group. The number of enemies do not increase in legendary mode, but you have more players and you will not be the only one scoring the kills. So it will take longer to build up the stacks and you may not have the bonus armor for Intimidate. If you need more bonus armor or survivability, you can swap out the Memento backpack for one with the Talent Adrenaline Rush. The Badger Tough brand set will provide you 10% shotgun damage. Otherwise, the named variant, Matador, is a good choice, giving you 5% weapon damage and 9% more bonus armor. Coming up next, I would like to share with you how we can make better use of this build. Keep in mind that this is not a tank build, so we'll need to rely on movement to make the most out of it. Movement is about knowing the layout of the area. So, you can make better use of it to shield you from gunfire. Movement is also about how to run good, so you take on less damage approaching the enemy. Tip 1, do not walk with a shield if you want to move fast. I find me making this mistake, moving slowly with a shield and getting shot at like a target board. Tip 2, do not hug the wall like what she's doing, mobility is crucial for this build. Tip 3, get close to the enemy to get them to melee instead of firing. Tip 4, make use of corners to take on the enemy one-on-one. Tip 5, keep moving around to hide your location and prevent enemies from flanking you. In a nutshell, this is not a face tanking build. So use movement to your advantage, learn the layout, be aware of the situation by paying attention to the minimap. With practice, you'll be a master of this playstyle in no time.